Hello and welcome to Event Finder Stadium for the Aon Under-17 Nationals. We have our last game of the day that is live streamed. It is the boys semi-final 2. Waitakere West, they will be in white, versus Harbour, they are in the maroon. Should be a fantastic matchup. Things to watch for and players to watch. Waitakere West. Just wait for the names to come up on the screen. Number 6, Dante Russo Nance. 8, Phoenix Sorensen. 12, Wajiba Kulabali. 24, Ethan Skelton. 25, Desmond Hulu. 32, Morgan Iono. 43, Hunter Cuff. 44, Lucas Payne. 50, Zane Sanchez. 52, Tortico Wynyard. 55, Dorian Sulet. They are coached by Sean Nance, assisted by Gordon Skelton. And for Harbour, number 4, Tafio Kaitapu. Number 5, Boston Caldwell. 6, Jet Thompson. 7, Caleb Tangatau. 8, Holder Winatana Jr. 9, Harrison Barnard. 10, Liam Spencer. 11, Zach Riley. 12, David Jovanovic. 13, Pitta Maxwell Topia. 14, Ezekiel Priest. 15, Jacob Fotu, coach Josh Davis, assisted by Peter Jenkins. Obviously these two teams, local rivals. Good to see a bit of a crowd in at Event Finder Stadium tonight for this one. Starters for Waitakere, Dante Russo Nance. 44, Lucas Payne. 24, Ethan Skelton. 52, Tortico Wynyard. And 32, Morgan Iono. For Harbour, starters, Holder Winatana Jr., Ezekiel Priest, Zach Riley, David Jovanovic, and lastly, after he claimed at the Under-15 Nationals 2 years ago before the quarterfinal against Tasman that he couldn't wait to play Waitakere in the semi-finals, he gets his chance. It's Jet Thompson. So all these players know each other very well. Of course, for Harbour, Zach Riley and Jet Thompson were members of that Under-15 team that went to Papua New Guinea last year. And then for Waitakere, Ethan Skelton was a member of that team, and then Dante Russo Nance has been invited to the junior NBA camp this year. So a lot of talent on both sides. And the winner of this, of course, plays Canterbury, who defeated Wellington this afternoon. So again, Harbour and Maroon, they're going to your left of screen. Waitakere, they are in white. They're going to the right. It should be a cracking game of youth basketball. Just waiting for a few formalities. Unsure what the hold-up is, and it's just the 24-second clock operator who hasn't turned up yet, so here she is. We're ready to go. Referees are happy. And Sherhan Martin's about to get the game underway. And it's Waitakere who won the tip. After Ethan Scout, a nice little cut there by Lucas Payne. And Tortiko Winya gets the ball. Back screen again from Payne. As we get into single digits on the shot clock. And a steal there by Jovanovic. So Harbour, they're going to be very happy with that first defensive possession. As you can see, nice little handoff, and Riley, a member of that Rangitoto College team this year that's doing extremely well. And that will be Harbour ball, 14 on the shot clock. Again, quite a wide action they like to run. Just post Polder up before the down screen, and then they'll look at him for a safety action. Nearly get the 5-second call there. Thompson calls for an on ball. Dances around, finds Polder Jr. 7 on the shot clock. And Thompson with a wild shot, and here come Waitakere. And a nice little 1-2 there from Skelton and Russo Nance. We've got a foul call on the baseline, I believe, on Ezekiel Priest, number 14, correct? So Waitakere, what do they have in their bag of tricks? On the baseline inbound, a bit of a box set here. Nice little pin down screen. And they will just ease it up. Russo Nance for 3, no good. Rebound, Thompson, and he's off to the races. Nice, easy layup for him. Works a lot on his game. Jet Thompson can be found in the Christian School Gymnasium most weekends. Much of the ilk of Tane Murray, who we saw exploded when he became a top-age under-17 player. And again, going inside to Tortiko Wynyard. Another turnover there for Harbour. Here comes Polder. Off to Riley, who gets blocked from behind. Morgan Iono, great work there to get the ball. Here comes Russo Nance, goes himself, no good. Great defensive stance there from Jet Thompson. And a bit of a wild pass there from Ezekiel Priest, but Harbour now back under control. Here's Thompson. Finds Jovanovic. Likens himself as a bit of a point centre. Unfortunately can't finish the 3. Thompson can't get the offensive rebound, and it's Waitakere ball. Lucas Payne to inbound from Rangitoto College. Older brother Harrison was a member of the Harbour team that won the under-19 Aon Nationals this year. Both go to Rangitoto College. Aono doesn't want to pull the trigger. Again, the very old Western's looking to go into Tortiko. Skelton and 1. And I think we're going to see that being called on Jovanovic, just a bit slow on the rotation. So that's his first personal. See, Coach Davis wants to have a quick word. It appears, but who would? Couldn't tell you. So Skelton finished the first, so he will get one more opportunity at the line. And converts, so Waitakere up 3-2. Thompson sets up, Riley thinks about a mid-range. Great back cut there from Ezekiel Priest, but just got a bit of ahead of himself. Gave himself a tough angle to finish the shot on and couldn't do it. And again, Harbour, it appears to be that shutting down that post entry is quite a big emphasis for them. As you see in the background there, Kirk Kenny watching the next generation of stars. And Iono, great work there. Skelton, unfortunately, unable to make the shot. But Iono there cleans it up. There's Thompson. Dishes it off. There's Riley. Up to Winatana Jr. And unfortunately can't convert. So, Waitakere ball. And it looks as though Harbour's going to their bench early. Coach Davis not liking something out there, so he's going to get Peter Maxwell Topia involved. And interestingly enough, taking out Holder Winatana Jr., who was the MVP of the under-15 edition 2 years ago, when all these boys were top age, playing for Hawke's Bay in that iteration. Moved up to Harbour last year to attend Westlake Boys High School. And here's Riley for three, makes it. That's a big confidence booster for him. Skelton off the high pick and roll. Looks inside again for Tautoko. Out for Payne, no good, but again Iono, he's been huge on his O boards. Can't finish it, and again Harbour, terrible boxing out. They've really got to work on that. And there's one thing, it's a bit of a coach killer. His team's getting second opportunities as Thompson dances around the defence. Puts it in nicely for two off the right hand. And Waitakere happy just to walk the ball up a little bit. And no rush as Payne gets downhill. And foul on Thompson. He's not happy about it. He felt that was offensive. But I've yet to see a referee change their call because the players complained about it. Interesting enough though, it's decided it's an inbound, not a shot, so didn't feel he was in the motion of shooting. There's subs in for Waitakere. Russo Nance. In the corner. Skelton, Payne for three, yes. So a little bit more free flowing than we saw this afternoon between Canterbury and Wellington has travelled there on Jovanovic, the self-appointed point centre of the team. And he'll take a sub, Liam Spencer in. Bali, just a nice little handoff there for Payne. And again, Iono's just everywhere so far early this game. Skelton rips through. Great defense there from Riley, finds a skip pass to Russo Nance, and here's the three. Harbour won't be too worried about the start. They've started quite slowly every game so far this entire season, so they're used to coming from behind a little bit, but again, semi-final is a whole different game. Not a good trend for them. Of course, these two teams qualified second and third out of the northern zone, with Auckland finishing first. Auckland were defeated by Canterbury in the quarterfinal this morning. So a battle in this game of two undefeated teams in this tournament. Waitakere beating Waikato in a one-point thriller, and in Harbour had Auckland B, who were quite pesky. They didn't go away. I think it was, in the end, it was a 15-point game, so both teams yet to taste defeat at this tournament. Kulabali up fakes against Skelton. He's going to be a key player for Waitakere. A poor close out there from Liam Spencer. Shades of Sam Wardenberg in the NCAA tournament 2 years ago, just doesn't put a hand up, and Kulabali makes it. But Spencer makes up for it after a great pass there from Priest. And it's 16-9 to Waitakere with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Savali. Nice little in and out dribble, spins on Spencer, no good. Of course, event finder stadium dubbed the Mecca by Harbour coach Josh Davis. Seen a lot of big basketball games here, of course, when the Tall Blacks first qualified for the World Championships in 2002. Well, I shouldn't say first, they played previously, but famously beat Australia in 2002. That game was played here. The Breakers won their first championship here as well, so a lot of big basketball's been seen in the stadium, but with these fresh courts, it's a whole nother level. Of course, Waitakere coach Sean Nance, no stranger to the big stage, was coach of the Waitakere team that won the under-15 title last year. So both these coaches are used to going against each other. Again, nice finish there from Harbour. Russo Nance in no rush at all to bring the ball up the court. Spencer switches on to him, up and over, Priest. Lovely finish with the left hand from the young guard. Thompson just decides to go himself and draws the foul. And it looks like we have a timeout. Timeout for Harbour. Coach Davis has seen enough. Wants to talk about it with his team. I think offensively and defensively, we wouldn't be too happy. At this stage of the quarter, you'd want to be closer to 15 points. Of course, mainly the goal at this age group is 20 points a quarter. Get to 80, so they're behind there, and then defensively, they can't be giving up 20 points in the first 7.5 minutes if they want to keep Waitakere to a competitive score. And of course, once again, we'd like to thank our broadcast partners, Intech, our tournament naming rights sponsor, Aon, and of course, our tournament host, Harbour Basketball. It's been a fantastic tournament so far for the first 2 3/4 days. Of course, the fourth day is always a little bit shorter, with every team only playing once, so while it will be sad for this tournament to finish, it's been a great spectacle of basketball in this age group. Of course, if you want to see where teams are playing tomorrow, up-to-date results, tournament information and photos, check out the Basketball New Zealand Facebook page. Give them a follow on Twitter at Basketball New Zealand. Tag them in your posts and use the hashtag AonNats. Also, FIBA live stats are available on the website. Always a great way to keep up with the game. See statistical trends. Who's playing well, of course. We saw in the first semi-final, Joshua Book struggled in the first half, only had 1 point and then ended up with 29 points. I believe as Spencer gets the offensive rebound. Can't finish it. And Waitakere come away with the ball. Ethan Skelton, high on ball for him. Takes Riley downhill, off the paint. Look for those two to play big minutes. They were both, of course, members of the Rangitoto Junior Prem team that won the Zone 1 Junior Prem title last year. So they're used to playing basketball together, both regionally and for school. It's Riley. Riley kicks it weak side, but perfectly to Pitamax Maltopia. He puts it in, and Harbour, they needed that. 22-15, Waitakere, again high on ball. Just allowing the guards Waitakere just to attack downhill as Payne puts up a three. And those sympathetic insect rims. Unfortunately couldn't work from away comes Thompson. Off to Maxwell Topia, off to Caldwell. Unfortunately, it hasn't got his radar just right yet today, but he's definitely a dangerous player. Had a very good under-17 nationals last year with the under-16 Harbour team, averaging about 15 points per game. As Hunter Cuff unfortunately can't finish the three. But if he coach Nance, you're going to be very, very happy with that shot. Here comes Thompson, a short. Spencer again with another big rebound. And Harbour just sticking around, 22-17. Now timeout from Josh Davis. Seems to have done the trick. As we saw Haldeman Tana Jr. looking ready to check back in, but it appears Davis would rather hold that. As here goes Thompson out above and one. The foul's on 24, Ethan Skelton, that's his first personal. Converts the one, and he's the first player in the game for 10 points. Of course, Thompson as a bottom age guard had a lot of big games last year. The Harbour under-16 team upsetting the Auckland under-17 Prem team, who ended up being national runners-up. Only the first game actually of two that they lost all season, so he likes the big stage. As we have an and one, and it looks like Ethan Skelton it was that made it. It's another player, of course, the second-year player in the Rangitoto Premier team. Very exciting young guard. Was a member of that New Zealand under-15 team in Papua New Guinea last year. We'll see Ezekiel Priest back into the game. Foul, 55, Dorian Sula. Harbour ball. There's Thompson, downhill, blows by again and misses an easy layup. Got to use glass, young man. And desperation here from Waitakere. Unfortunately don't make it, so Waitakere 25, Harbour 20 to end the first quarter, and a much higher speed game from the first semi-final. We'll take a quick break and come right back with the second quarter. Welcome back to Event Planner Stadium for the 2019 Aon Under-17 Nationals. This is boys semi-final 2, Waitakere West versus Harbour. The winner will play Canterbury, who defeated Wellington this afternoon. So there will be a new champion, Wellington, unable to defend their title in the final. As we take a quick look at the stats, leaders in points for Waitakere, Lucas Payne with 7, for Harbour, Jet Thompson with 10, rebounds Morgan Iono, very active with 4, Jet Thompson with 3, and an assist Ethan Skelton, and the very impressive bottom age, oh he's a wing, Ezekiel Priest, who if Harbour had won 15s last year, probably would have been named MVP. And it's very exciting to see what he'll be like next year, of course, as a bottom age player. A a lot like Tafara Kapari. It was great seeing him last year play bottom age, and of course, don't forget Waitakere, a lot of bottom age players as well. Tautoko Wynyard is bottom age, and then Dante Russo Nance, number 6, is double bottom age. He's still eligible to play 15s this year, has decided to play up at 17s as Wynyard Priest gets the rebound, fouls on Dante, so commentators curse there. And he'll go for 2 shots, which his father, Coach Nance, is not happy with. As Priest I believe missed the first. Priest missed the second. Offensive rebound, Riley. And as in fact, Tall Blacks guard Corey Webster, you can spot there on the Waitakere bench. Of course, played all his youth basketball for Harbour, so slight change of allegiance from Corey. There's a nice put back there for Harbour. They're back into the game, 25-22. Great start for them to start the second quarter. Nice cross screen there for Wynyard, but he keeps the ball low. This is Harbour guards to take the ball. And a score there for Waitakere. You see Riley here in the short corner, looking inside for Winatana, was there available for it, but instead decides to give it up to Kaitapu, who pulls up for 2. No good, rebound Wynyard. He's a big young lad. As Sanchez drives to the hoop, but offensive foul. So empty possession there for Waitakere. What will Harbour do here as we see Daryl Cartwright as well. In New Zealand coaching system, also head coach at Mags. Former Tall Black, National League player as well. Winatana for 3, no good. Great rebound there by Phoenix Sorensen. Great screen, Wynyard, Russo Nance, tough 2, no good. Wynyard, no good. Phoenix Sorensen, the offensive rebound, kicks it out. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Russo Nance. Offensive foul again, back to back. Referee Liam Collins, at least he's being extremely consistent on that call. That's all you can ever ask for from an official. As you see Thompson back into the game. Thinks about pulling up, decides not to. Decides this time from NBA range and bang! Jed Thompson. 2-point game now. It's Ezekiel Priest needs to get himself into a stance. Russo Nance very calmly gives the ball into Wynyard. He wants a handoff, gives it. Russo Nance with a little pull-up, puts it in nicely off the glass. Very impressive young guard. Said before, still eligible for under 15s, but decided to play out. This Caldwell from 3, no good. Rebound Sorensen, back to Russo Nance. And the referees are giving that ball back to Waitakere. Russo Nance to inbound. Sanchez gives it straight back to him. Thompson plays up tough but gets beat. Russo Nance tries to pass around and they've judged that tipped. Referee Liam Collins deciding that the defense was in the cylinder. And so we see David Jovanovic back into the game. Sorensen for 2. Well, they say analytically the mid-range game is dead, but anytime you can give 2 points, a team should gladly take it. As you see Priest throw the ball away. Thought Kaitapu was further in the corner than he was. Okay, so we have a quick check of the stats, and that's only the third turnover for Harbour. Waitakere's had 4, so both teams, you could argue, are taking care of the basketball pretty well. As I said in earlier games, you don't want to go over the 15 mark. Otago had that happen, that's when they got in trouble. We see a foul come in. It appears as though that was on Holder Winatana Jr. Totoko Wynyard to the line. This is the first. Misses the second, doesn't even hit the rim, so that'll be a sideline inbound for Harbour. As we see subs coming in, number 10 Liam Spencer back in for David Jovanovic. Thompson, what will he look at? And it looks like a zone read from Waitakere. Again, that 1-3-1. Tapu lucky there. Thompson pulls up mid-range. No good. Spencer again, he's been great on the offensive rebound so far. Priest, that's a 2. And so Waitakere 31, Harbour 27. Boys semi-final 2. Enter Wynyard. Should have just gone straight up. Sorensen does just that. Gets the 2 points. Thompson looks to push the ball. Haven't seen many offensive sets yet from Harbour, just comfortable to work the ball around and trust in their players to be able to make the right reads. Thompson thinks about it. Priest again with his foot on the line, this time overshoots it. Sorensen with the rebound. Into the safe hands of Russo Nance. Getting harassed there by Tapio Kaitapu. Great read there from Russo Nance into Sorensen, great finish. And we have a timeout, Harbour. Coach Davis not happy with what he's seeing, 33-27. Of course, that's his second timeout for the half, so he's done. My apologies, 35-27. Score eventually a little bit slow on that one, but not to worry. Team fouls, Waitakere, a little bit of an issue. 3 already in the first 5 minutes. Harbour only the 1, so they'll be pretty happy with it. If you take a look at the stats, Russo Nance, Lucas Payne leading scorers for Waitakere. Jet Thompson, the only real threat so far for Harbour. He's got 13. Next best is Liam Spencer. Rebounds, Phoenix Sorensen for Waitakere with 5. Morgan Iono with 4. For Harbour, Spencer with 4. Thompson with 3. And then assists, Skelton with 3. Ezekiel Priest with 2. Look at the team fouls. I'm looking at the team stats, sorry. As we look at shooting percentages, Waitakere 50% overall, 58% from 2, 36% from 3. Harbour 37%, 44% from 2, 27% from 3. They're a team that definitely feels they can light it up from that range. Rebounds, Waitakere currently with +8 advantage. Assists even. Steals, Harbour 3-0. Blocks even. Turnovers 4-3 in advantage of Harbour. So a very even game. Fouls is only 6-5, so both teams playing very good defense. We'll see Priest again for 2. Needs to watch that foot on his jump shot. Well, Waitakere happy about their winning points in the paint 2014. Getting some nice easy shots. And again, Waitakere, easy for them. 37-27, 10-point advantage early. Thompson thinks about it. Priest decides not to this time. Thompson, what's he going to do? Is he going to pull up? Yep. And unfortunately doesn't make the shot. Rebound, Totoko Wynyard. Great kick head thrust. Phoenix Sorensen. Thompson gets all ball, kicks out. Russo Nance. good. Foul coming in. Looks like it's going to be on 8, Phoenix Sorensen. Again, it's so hard if you get into a bad position on those rebounds to be able to get around the player and make yourself a threat. And unfortunately, just couldn't do that for that one. So Harbour ball, down 10. Thompson, will you look at it? No. Waitakere. Thompson again. Riley, no good. That's a foul. That'll be on. Oh. I personally thought that should have been on 24, Ethan Skelton, but maybe that's a little bit of my Harbour bias coming into play. Waitakere ball on the second team foul for Harbour. Waitakere, next time they foul will be in the bonus. As we see full court pressure from Harbour. It's just a show as they're backing off. Battle of the Sixers. Oh, unlucky. That was on. There was no help defense over the top. Sorensen just needed to lob it over the top and just throw it a little bit hard. And unfortunately, Tautoko Wynyard couldn't get to it. So here comes Thompson. As we see a zone look again from Waitakere. Probably more of a 2-3 look than the 1-3-1. Thompson, what will he do? Over to Waitakere. Harbour really need him to start to get going. As he skips around, out to Caldwell. Again, unfortunately, can't get it going. Out to Russo Nance. Here come Waitakere. Thinks about pulling it up, decides to go instead. Finds the corner. Ethan Skelton. No good. But again, Tautoko Wynyard. Reminds me a bit of an NBA 2K player. When you just make them the tallest height you can, just goes up above everyone. Harbour don't really have a lot of height to contain him. Thompson dances around everyone. Can't finish. Rebound Wynyard. That'll be his 6 now. Starting to accumulate them. Sorensen goes back to Russo Nance. Jet trying to jump in that passing lane. Russo Nance unfortunately just couldn't make the shot. There's Riley. Charge. Thompson tries to plead the case, but as we all know in sport, that doesn't work. Third team foul for Harbour. Still 1 to give. See the re-entry of Lucas Payne. Bit of a horn set here from Waitakere. Pick and roll, mid-range pull-up. No good from Payne. Harbour ball. Thompson lets the ball roll the whole way. Waitakere for 2, no good. The first introduction of Jacob Fotu, no good. Blocked by Tautoko Wynyard. Here's Riley. Caldwell for 3, no good. Great tip out there from Tautoko, and Lucas Payne's off to the races. And again, Russo Nance, lovely layup. Harbour, of course, out of timeouts in this half, so Coach Davis can't really say a lot to them this last 1 minute, 43 seconds, down 14. What will Thompson do? Dances around. Can't finish the M1. And that should be Tautoko's first. Thompson makes the first. Decided already to go for his 3rd pair of shoes today. with games. Lucky for some. Makes the second. Waitakere ball. Here comes Skelton. Again, as the rebounds come up on your screen, Waitakere already with 11 rebound advantage. That could be telling. Bang. That's a big three for Waitakere. That's a 15-point advantage. Thompson thinks about it. Skip pass. Caldwell spins. Thompson. Still a long time left. Not surprising actually how long. Oh, Riley steps into a three. No good. Winatana had position, but unfortunately the rebound just went over him. Away comes Waitakere. This game's at the pace they want. Harbour just want to play as fast as they can. Waitakere, they're a bit more measured, run a bit more structure. Payne, lovely shot. Nice little floater. 16, 17-point lead now for Waitakere. Harbour really need to score here just to get a little bit of momentum going into the half. Winatana Jr., what can he create? Look for him to spin back to his left. Riley, second drive, no good. There's Winatana. He's a big unit, they can't put it in, gets it back. Thompson for three. Just jumped too far forward on that one. And Winatana finally gets a trip to the stripe. Fouls on 25. That would be Desmond Hulu. As Winatana makes the first. Makes the second. So Waitakere, 5 seconds to go, last shot. Harbour, what were they thinking? And one. Basket counts, fouls on 5, Boston Caldwell. Let's look at the runs. Harbour's biggest run was 8. Waitakere's biggest run was 10, so not much difference there, but biggest lead, 17 for Waitakere. Only 2 for Harbour. Thompson, desperation heave. To end the half, no good. So at half time, Waitakere West 49, Harbour 31. We'll go to a commercial break and be back shortly. Hello and welcome back to Event Finder Stadium on Auckland's North Shore, wherever you may be watching around the world for the 2019 Aon Under-17 Basketball Nationals. As we look forward to tomorrow's live streaming schedule, boys 5th and 6th playoff. That'll be at 9 AM, followed by girls 3rd and 4th. That will be Harbour versus Otago. Boys 3rd and 4th playoff at 12:30. That will be the loser of this game versus Wellington. And then we have a little bit of a break before the big two games. Girls final 3 PM, Waikato versus Hutt Valley. And then lastly, boys final, Waitaha Canterbury A versus Waitakere, potentially Waitakere West. Obviously they're up 18 at the moment. They're feeling pretty good about things, but as we've seen in other games, as we've seen in other championships throughout the year, anything can happen in the next 20 minutes. Just take this chance to go through a few stats for Harbour. The big player, Jet Thompson's got 15 points. Next best is Liam Spencer, so they really need someone else to get going. For Waitakere, Lucas Payne is 12, Dante Russo Nance 9, Ethan Skelton 9, so they've got quite a balanced scoring attack. Rebounds, Tortico Wynyard 7, Phoenix Sorensen 6. And then for Harbour, the highest is Liam Spencer with 4. And an assist, Ethan Skelton 4, Dante has 2. And then for Harbour, only 4 assists. Ezekiel Priest has 2 of those, so that's got to be a worrying sign for Coach Davis. They need to share the ball, need to start hitting some open shots. As we look at the team stats, Waitakere West scoring an unheard of so far, 52% shooting, whereas Harbour's only shooting 26%. They're only shooting 3 of 15 from 3. They pride themselves on their 3-pointers, so they start hitting them. As Waitakere it is that come out with the ball first. And turnover, Thompson off to the races. It looks like it's going to be a foul ball, or is that decided out of bounds? I thought it might have come off Thompson's knee, but referee Liam Collins, very experienced, knows better than I do. Thompson for 3, no, goes to the hoop, tries to dunk it, but Waitakere's entire team says no. And Skelton, no call, just puts it on, gets on with it. There comes Thompson, skip past to Priest. And Harbour down 20 now, really need to start putting things together if they want an opportunity to fight for a national championship on their home floor. Of course, Waitakere, a lot of their players might see this as a home game, many of them schooled on the North Shore. And Thompson loses control, out of bounds, turnover. Only the 5th turnover for Harbour, so ball control hasn't been bad for them. Waitakere only have 6 as well, so both teams have done a very, very good job of looking after the ball. Coach Davis, Coach Nance do a very, very good job of making sure that ball security is at an all-time maximum. As we see, Sula looks for Skelton, asks for a pick and roll. Doesn't use it though. Into the corner. Sanchez back out to Skelton. Skelton deep 3, no good. But again, O-boards, it's a killer. Steps through, no good. Riley off to Priest. Will he dunk it? Yes, he will. Got a lot of bounce, does your young Ezekiel Priest. Just turned 15, so still a lot of growing, both physically and within his game to go, which is very exciting. Skelton, no good. Foul, and I believe that's on 12, Jovanovic. Yep. Just grabbed the player on the way down, and once again, Thompson has something to say to the referee, Shuhal Martin. Not interested though. Here comes Waitakere. It looks like a zone look from Harbour. Trying something different and it's worked. They get the turnover. What they need, then they're down 18 with 18 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the game. As we see Liam Spencer back in the game, I believe it's Jovanovic's 3rd foul. So Harbour, what What are they going to do? Zone look here. Looks like a 27. Thompson. Riley. Puts it up. No good, but he gets 2 shots. He'll go to the line. Makes the first comfortably. And it looks like a tick for a flop warning on 14, Ezekiel Priest. Not too sure what happened there. But given anyway. Not a good sign there if you are a Harbour fan. So it should be 1 shot for Waitakere, then it should go back to 1 shot for Harbour. Obviously the tech rules changed at the end of last year. It used to be 1 shot and possession. Now it's just 1 shot and then a continuation of where the game was as Payne misses the gimme. And now we'll come back for Riley's free throw and the game will resume, and hopefully no more stoppages for a technical foul. Makes it. And it's now a 16-point game. Harbour with the full court press. Sanchez gets around Thompson comfortably. Then decides to pull the ball out. Here's Skelton, dances around the baseline. Sanchez. Turnover. Pick ahead, Thompson. Easy 2 for him. There's Payne for 2, no good. As we see, Peter Maxwell Topaya back into the game for Liam Spencer. Harbour ball on the sideline. Might look for a 3 here. Rich Davis, a big fan of the analytical basketball. And here's Riley. Back over to Waitakere Jr. for 3. Bang, he needed that one. And suddenly, 11-point game. Harbour on a 9-0 run here. It's getting interesting again. We have a ball game. As Waitakere gets the steal, gets ahead of steam. Thompson thinks about it. Riley pulls the trigger. No good. Once again, just want to thank our broadcast partners, Entech. Wherever you may be watching this around the world, in your flat, in your home, on the couch, with a group of friends. Great spin move there from Waitakere. And that's what they needed, just a nice basket. Get them back up 13. Settle the troops. Skip past to Thompson, thinks about it. Skip pass again to Maxwell. A bit like watching the mighty Auckland Warriors in their prime. Just cut out passes galore. As here's Russo Nance, young point guard, into the post. Kick out, Sorensen for 3. Makes it. And Waitakere, it's their turn to go on a little run here. After Harbour went on their 9-0 run, that's now a 5-0 run for Waitakere. Out to Thompson. Thompson assesses. What will he look for? Back to Waitakere Jr. Waitakere Jr. pulls the trigger. No good. Russo Nance with the rebound. Harbour just struggling a little bit just to find that secondary scorer. Thompson's had an excellent game so far with 17 points, but no one else on the court at the moment is being consistent as Again, Koulibaly. Offensive rebound, goes back up himself. And this back up to an 18-point advantage, just like that. Waitakere Jr. What can he do? Off to Priest. Back out to Waitakere Jr. Off to Thompson. Thompson pulls up for three. No good. He loves these court two rims, this Jet Thompson, but unfortunately that time was not able to make it work. And again, timeout, timeout Josh Davis. He's got a lot to talk about here. 15 minutes of basketball to play. We've had our oranges at halftime. He's had his long break. And now he's got to really get into nitty gritty. How is he going to change this game? Waitakere playing an excellent game so far. Very structured, very purposeful with everything they're doing. And Coach Nance, not his first rodeo. There's the assistant coach Gordon Skelton as well. He wants the correct clipboard. He had the other one ready. But Coach Nance, very specific on what he wants. We take a close look at Coach Davis. As you see, he's obviously looking at the defensive end. Interesting to see that he hasn't gone for 7 Caleb Tangatau yet. A very experienced defender, very good on the ball, very strong physically. Could just be a little change up. Also number 9, Harrison Barnard, has not featured yet. So 2 players potentially they can look at. Harbour, will they be able to get their resurrection down 20 points? Obviously we saw in the cricket a couple of nights ago, the New Zealand team, they were struggling and they're all over them, and they managed to get a nice target that made it a competitive game and they could come back and win. But Harbour, they really need to start scoring soon if they want to have any hope in this game. And you see another zone look there from Waitakere. Skip pass into Waitakere. What's he going to do? He's going to go up with his right hand and put it in, and that's what he needs to start doing. There's not many players in this age group that can compete physically with that kid, so he needs to start using his body, going at defenders and just putting the ball in the hoop, bringing Harbour back. As we see a 3 from Harbour, they needed that. Here's their run. What can Waitakere come back with? Harbour with a little 5-0 run. Russo Nance just keeping things composed. And they go to Koulibaly. Interesting addition of a kick-out pass there. Almost like an Ali Loatiti offload. And there we go. That is a shot clock violation that Harbour needed. And one of the wires has come down off the back of the hoop. So there will just be a little break while the Harbour boys have fun trying to get that sucked back up there. Obviously maintenance man Shane Hartley hasn't really done his job as it's been able to come down. And can they sort it out? Let's get in there. Come on, Zach. There we go. Maintenance manager Shane Hartley, very committed to the event finder stadium. He loves it here apparently, so always good when you've got passionate people in their job. And it looks like it'll be a referee's timeout, I believe, as they just wait for the stadium staff to sort the issue. And in fact they've asked Totoko Wynyard, the tallest player on the court. And can you argue he did very little there? Come on, jump. So while there's a little bit of break in the play, let's have a look at the stats. Points individually for Waitakere, quite a balanced scoring attack. Lucas Payne with 14, Russo Nance 11, Sorensen 11 for Harbour. Thompson with 17, he's been the bright spark for that team. Montana Jr. starting to get going, he's got 7. Maxwell Topi with 2 threes, he's got 6. Rebounds, Wynyard 7, Iono 6, Sorensen 6 for Harbour, Riley 5, Thompson 4, Spencer 4. Assists, Ethan Skelton with 4, Russo Nance 2, Hilu 2. And for Harbour, Zach Riley having a big quarter. He's got 5 assists, Priest 2. And oh, now we've got the ladder out. As we have a look at the Harbour staff on the bench, and a few worried faces there. Very interesting to see what Mike Lacey, the Lacey Lowdown, has to write about day 3 of the Aon Under-17 Nationals 2019. As well as seeing experienced referee there, O'Keen Reid. And a few glum faces in the crowd, must all be Harbour supporters. But regardless of the result, it's been a fantastic day of basketball. It's been a fantastic game so far. The pace of the game has been very good. As Harbour CEO John Hunt just gets stuck in there and sorts it himself. Not just a businessman as John. Here's Winatana for 3, no good. And of course the big thing as well for Waitakere is that they're able to get a lot of rest right now with this lead for their big fella, Tautoko Wynyard. He looks a bit like Taco Fall out there. Taco Fall, of course, the 7'7" Florida Central player who can dunk without even jumping. And given the height of these players at 6'8", 6'9", Tautoko Wynyard, he's a big lad. And he's able just to get reach above people and get rebounds. Here's Thompson, what can he conjure up? Maxwell Topia out to Thompson. Thompson pulls the trigger, that's NBA range. Puts it in. Works a lot on the shot, that kid, and it's good to see it paying off. That's 20 points from now in this game. Here's Sorensen. Jumps it in, Koulibaly goes to work, uses body well. And Riley's off to the races. Thompson again for 3, that's deep, that's off. And here we go, one-on-one. Hilu at Thompson, defends it well. Koulibaly trying to come in like the Time Lord there, Robert Williams. Jump over everyone but can't get it. And Riley down the other end. Makes the basket. And 1, so Harbour, is there life in them yet? Here comes Tautoko. Zach Riley for the M1, makes it. So Harbour back to a 12-point game, still sniffing around. Skelton, he's been a bit quiet this half. Out to Russo Nance, over the top, Tautoko. Can't make it, gets his own rebound, goes back out. Taco Fall himself. Thompson. Needs to get his teammates involved here. How can he help? Create some easier shots for them. Dances around the 3-point line. Here's Riley. Again, very east-west here from Harbour, not really getting any penetration as I say that. Inside to the self-appointed point centre, David Jovanovic. A nice easy layup, 65-53, Waitakere. Iono for three. Oh, that's a dagger. That is a very big three for Waitakere. Harbour, they really need to respect the fact that they can shoot that shot well. Yes, it's important to stop Tautoko getting easy layups, but the teams are hitting threes. Got to get out to it. That's now the 7th three that Waitakere have hit. Caldwell for three, tries to answer, no good. Those sympathetic insect rims, unfortunately for Harbour, not really working in their favour at this stage. As Mike Lacey discussed before, of course, the scoreboards and hoops are getting brand new ones. I believe that's happening in October, so it's very exciting for the facility. Brand new floor, brand new scoreboard, brand new hoops. A good time for basketball on Auckland's North Shore. Thompson thinks about it, decides not to. Dances around, no look pass, but everyone knew it was going. Thompson. Riley, what can he do? Inside, Ezekiel Priest. Looked like he's trying to do his best Julius Irving impersonation there as he wrapped around, but couldn't complete it. But fortunately for Harbour, gets the two-shot opportunity. Obviously Harbour struggling a little bit from the field, 32%. Waitakere with an excellent 50%. From threes, 42-24. There's one thing I know about a Josh Davis team, is that he's very analytical. He loves the three-point shot, so got to start making them. Taught to go with the rebound. That's his 9th rebound of the game to go along with his 6 points. Skelton. And I don't know what Zach Riley's complaining about here. After a little bit of razzle-dazzle footy there from Skelton, just a wraparound pass. Tautoko to the line for two. And Harbour, that is their 3rd team foul. Waitakere on 4. This is the first. And of course, Ezekiel, great box out. Of course, remember the semi-final last year when Rocco Changpa got the box out at the under 15. So 3/4 time. Waitakere 68, Harbour 54. We'll take a short break and be back with you. Welcome back to Event Finder Stadium here on Auckland's North Shore. wherever you may be watching for the 2019 Aon Under-17 Nationals. This is the boys semi-final 2, Waitakere West versus Harbour. Waitakere West up 68-54. Again, we'd just like to thank our broadcast partners, Intech, who have been bringing us this fantastic coverage of these games. Also, I thank our tournament hosts, Harbour Basketball, and our naming rights sponsor, Aon. Ezekiel Priest wraps around, no good. Big rebound there for Waitakere. Away comes Russo Nance. They just set things up very methodical there, Waitakere. Great cut. All ball though. With the claim there of Coach Nance screaming for a foul, but referees saw it differently. Screen there, Payne thinks about it, kicks it out. Shot clock violation, Harbour. Got to get things going. Coach Nance angry at his bench there for not telling the players how much time was left in the game. Winatana, tough shot, puts it in. They need that to Harbour, now down 12. As I said before, winner of this game goes on to play Canterbury in the final at 4:45 tomorrow afternoon. For up-to-date results, tournament information and photos, check out the Basketball New Zealand Facebook page. Give them a follow on Twitter at BasketballNZ. Tag them in your post and hashtag AonNats. Big shout out to Connor O'Fee, the senior tournament coordinator. Just told me I've unofficially set the tournament's record for most games live streamed in a row. This is my 6th game today, so for those of you that have been with us on this journey so far, thank you very much. Obviously we've still got a fantastic day of basketball tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. We are live streamed live from 9 AM, and then we're going right throughout the day with the boys game at 4:45, the final one. And then after that as well, we will have the trophy presentation. So still a lot of very exciting basketball to come once this game finishes. As Winatana to the hoop, and one. This is what they need, Harbour. 14-point game, Winatana to the line. 8 minutes 33. Not dead at all by any stretch of the imagination. My apologies, it's now a 12-point game with an opportunity for one. But cannot convert. There comes Russo Nance. Little handoff there to Lucas Payne. A steal by Riley. Is he going to go for an in-game dunk? No, he's not. He's just going to finish it anyway. No foul. Harbour, 10-point game. Here we go. Goes inside, Iono. Great spin, but unfortunately can't finish it. Into the hands of Winatana Jr. Here's Thompson attacking. And always, he'd like to have finished that one. Be a bit unhappy with himself, but still an opportunity on the defensive end. And that's a foul. Very easy call for the referee there, Sherhon Martin. That's only a second for Thompson. Obviously already played very high minutes, already into the 30s. Still 7 minutes 43, can't see him taking a break again, so he's hoping all that fitness that he did, running up and down that Kristen gym, pays off for him. Sorensen back to Russo Nance. Back to Sorensen. Oh, there's, again, Harbour just doubling off Tautoko. And there goes the point centre. Lovely find there to find Winatana Jr. He's up to 13 points for the game. Here come Harbour, 70-62. Skelton doesn't really use the screen, hand off for Payne. Enter Tortico Wynyard. What decision will he make? Oh, offensive foul. We have a ball game. And it looks like we have a timeout. Timeout by Harbour. Strange decision, this one. Really strange decision. They've got all the momentum. They're on a run. Seems a bit weird there for Coach Josh Davis to call a timeout. Unless there's something specifically that he wants to run here, but I feel like Harbour's got the ascendancy. Waitakere's a little bit worried. And so it'll be interesting to see what he's talking about. Quite a senior group, this one. Not using the whiteboard, so it seems to be a bit more of a pep talk, get them motivated. Rather than the X's and O's change. As the crowd at Event Planner Stadium looks on. Thompson just waits as far as he can, so he gets the full 24. Waitakere into a pick and roll, uses it. Thompson dances his way through, no foul, no finish. Oh no, that pass there finds the point centre. Like a young Joel Embiid, but off his foot. Waitakere, Russo, Nance. Here's Tortico. Foul, 2 shots. Again, Waitakere, ever since that timeout, they just seem to be a little bit calmer. Obviously, whatever Coach Nance has said to them, it's got them back on track. Again, could that be the turning point of the game? We will see. A little bit slippery there on the court, a little bit of sweat. Always playing hard. Right, 2 shots, Tortico Wynyard. Still bottom age. Good looking shot on him too. Calmly makes the first, 71-62. Sorensen composing himself, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Russo Nance into Tortico. Russo Nance for 3, no good. Those soft insect rims almost giving him a second bite at the cherry, but not to be. Rebound, Zach Riley, as we see Coach Nance incensed about something. Waitakere. Riley looking inside. Waitakere for 3, no good. Rebound, Russo Nance. Thompson needs to get back in front. Legal guarding position, it's the key. Tortico finds a cutting Payne. Great wall up there from Harbour. Get the steal, here comes Ezekiel Priest. And he decides just to pull the ball out. Give it to Polder, give it to Jet. Pulls up from NBA range for 3, bad, oh that's... Is that the right shot in that circumstance? You're only down 9, especially now that Lucas Payne's leaked out. And that's given up a very easy shot. Harbour had scored there and got a stop. It only would have been a 7-point game. Now it's back out to 11. There's Riley. The point centre himself. Inside. And Ezekiel Priest gets fouled hard, so no opportunity there to finish the M1. Foul, I believe, was on Tortiko Winya. That was his third. Which Nance again. Not happy at all that he's up 10. So again, we see some of our great referees from this tournament in the background. Good to see them building a great community. Done a great job this tournament. Priest, this is the second rebound. Tortiko. That's his 11th rebound of the game. In only 17 minutes, so he's been a real game changer. Again, skip pass, Lucas Payne. Very deliberate, very obvious, as Phoenix Sorensen takes the three. Foul. Thompson complains to the referee. That's his third. Only Harbour's second, it looks like. So, no, that's their third. I stand corrected. But again, they might need to start fouling to force Waitakere to shoot later in games. So them being around that bonus at this time actually isn't bad. Russo Nance, go drive by, sees Jovanovic, has the side of the backboard out to Payne. Russo Nance in the corner, that's only a two, no good. Rebound, Winitana Jr. Again, a bit strange from Harbour. Their offense currently haven't really mixed things up, just going with the 4 out and then the 1 player in, working around the high post. Would like to see Coach Joshua Davis kind of design something a little bit different, try and utilise that short corner, make Waitakere, show them a different look. But again, Tortiko, too big, too strong, through Jovanovic, puts it in. That's a 13-point lead for Waitakere. Riley, 3, no good. Rebound, Lucas Payne. Will he kick it ahead? No. The clock is now their friend. We see Josh Davis ask for a timeout. He's got 2 left. Again, we talked about that timeout. He took 7 minutes to go. Harbour had the run. It was 70-61. Now it's 75-62. It's a 5-2 run for Waitakere. It's at the speed they want. Oh, offensive foul. Tortiko. That'll be his 4th personal. Timeout, Harbour. Let's go to some stats. Field goal percentage, Waitakere 46. That's dropped a little bit at 3/4 time, it's 50. Harbour 32, they've not shot well. 3-pointers, Waitakere 8 from 21, 38%. That's fantastic for Harbour. 6 from 28, 21%. They haven't really gone away from it. Just been allowed to keep shooting without repercussion. Free throws. Waitakere only 3 for 10. So they'd be a bit worried about that. Harbour 11 for 17. So if you're Harbour, why not try and push Waitakere to the free throw line? They haven't hit them very well. Force them to earn their shots. Rebounds, Waitakere 56-36. Assist, Waitakere 14-12. Steals, Harbour 8-0. Blocks, Waitakere 3-1. Turnovers, Harbour only 5 turnovers, Waitakere 15. So not often you see a 12-point game when there's a 10-point turnover difference. Fouls 18-13. Points in the paint, Waitakere up 14. Second chance points, Waitakere 15-8. Points from turnovers, Harbour 11-6. But again, Harbour haven't really turned the ball over, so tough for Waitakere to get a lot of points for that. Bench points, Waitakere 23-12. Fast break points, Harbour 12-5. But we look at the styles of the teams at the moment. Waitakere, it's not really their style. They're happy just to run their half-court sets. As you see again, that zone from Waitakere 3-2. almost a two. It's kind of a hybrid, to be fair to them. Priest, Thompson is going to jack this. Nope. Gets trapped. Wouldn't call that a pass. Riley gets fouled. He'll take 2 shots. Harbour need these. Riley makes the first. Coach Nance telling the team to box out. Doesn't matter, makes both. 10-point game. 2 minutes 42. Russo Nance. Back to Russo Nance. Koulibaly. Cool as you like. Nice little spinning hook shot. 77-65. Thompson. Riley. Again, no movement off the ball from Harbour. Bit of a strange look here. Step back 3. Thompson. Bang! Needed that one. 77-65. Is there life in Harbour yet? Well, this is an interesting one because was the foul off the ball? Basket counts. Foul was on 8. Push. Now, if my basketball knowledge is correct, whoever was fouled, because the basket counted, should be 1 shot. As we see referee Liam Collins going to the bench. Of course, Waitakere are in the bonus. Still discussing this with the score bench. Referee goes back to the score bench again. They're still unsure exactly what they're marking here. If Coach Davis was smart, he would get his team to huddle together and talk about how they're going to come back from this 11-point deficit with 1:53, but no. They're going to sit in their 2-3 zone. We said a lot from Coach Kevin Braswell. Ran it very effectively with this group last year. Russo Nance for 3, no good. Ethan Skelton, massive O-board. Again, Harbour doing a Rocco Chang, not boxing out. And it cost them 3 points. That's why it's key. Waitakere, Thompson, that's deep, that's NBA range. No good. Priest again. And Thompson had 17 points at halftime, only 6 in the second half, so shots not really falling. Shooting 8 of 24 for the game, 5 for 3 for 8 from 3, so that's respectable. Thompson spins. Russo Nance says no. Absolutely huge block from the double bottom major. Koulibaly, no deal. Thompson, push the ball Harbour. Priest, 3 points, no. Rebound, Iono. And Waitakere, it looks like they're going to advance. They're going to be playing Waitaha, Canterbury A in tomorrow's final at 4:45 p.m. Harbour, they'll be playing Wellington in the 3-4 playoff. I believe that's a 12:30. And Russo Nance just says, that's the exclamation point. Time to go home, people. 17-point lead for Waitakere. Thompson should have shot it. Watch this, they look at the hoop, and he'll probably shoot it. No, Riley, Waitakere for 3. Waitakere leaves it short. There goes Russo Nance. And Waitakere they might actually just take a shot clock violation here. There's no reason for them to try and advance the ball. Game's over. As Thompson decides he's not going to give up. And shot clock violation. Thompson runs the clock out. Game, Waitakere 85-68. They go through to the final. Join us tomorrow. We will be on the live stream from 9 AM. Thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow.